So today I just wanna share some of my trading styles because there are a lot of people who are asking about to share how I'm using my trading styles, right? So I'll be posting daily videos, but a lot of people are not getting to understand the whole concept. So let's get started. So before getting started, I wanna tell you that there's three different methods, like a three or four different method I'm using. I just trade purely based on price action. I don't use any kind of indicators except the moving averages. I just use moving averages for certain stocks. Like it depends upon the stocks. And there's another thing, there is a misconception between the people that they think that you need a lot of stocks to make your trades. Like if you want to trade, you need to get to know about more stocks. So that's kind of you don't need it. All you need is like some good stocks which you have it on your portfolio, like the stocks and trade it on daily basis. For example, like mostly, like most of my trades, right? Let's say if I'm making 10 trades, uh, 8 of the trades will be on a banking stocks because I love the banking stocks. That's another thing. There's no any specific thing about the banking. The thing is, banking stock always has a volume, okay, and it just follows the index part. So if there is no particular news or nothing goes on, I always trade on banking stock. Except the banking stock, definitely I used to go for different stocks like Reliance and all, Reliance, Bharat, Airtel and all. But my favorite picks are banking stocks. So the thing is, in short, what I meant is like you don't need a bunch of stocks to make your trade. You just need a couple of good stock which you know more, like how the chart patterns and which works mostly for you. So talking about my trading style. So getting back to that. So most of the trades I used to make, right? I'll be having a whole playlist on YouTube. So do watch it. On those videos, I'll be explaining my concept will be based on EMA, which is the exponential moving averages, the reversal, pullbacks, consolidation breakouts. So these kind of stuff, I'll be making a separate video for each and every techniques I'm using. But on this video, I'll be talking about the reversal patterns. So reversal patterns is something like if a stock is being keep booming, like everybody knows that if a stock is going on a super bullish trend, at some point everybody started booking their profits and the stock has a high tendency that it's gonna reverse. That's what usually happens. So some of the stock does wait a bit and it just goes out. But I'll be covering these all topics on the coming videos and all. But for now, let's talk about the reversal trade. So let me give you a short, like a kind of a short explanation. What is a reversal trade? So let's say you're just traveling on a car, like on a 60 km per hour speed, and you just want to make a right turn at a 5 km. So what happens is like you just missed your turn after 5 kilometers. Now what happens? You just reached around 6 to 7. Let's say you reached 7 kilometers. Now what happens is you'll be making a U-turn and coming back to that 5 kilometers. You'll be traveling another two, and you'll be making your own way. So that is exactly happening with the reversal part. What happens once the people start buying lot of shares and everything started to like going on a trending motion, at a particular point everybody started booking their profits. So let's talk about the small traders like us. So what happens if you buy a stock at 500 rupees, once the stock has given you 10 rupees of profit, which is two like a 2%. So that is like if you're using Zerodha of stocks, if you're using a 15 times of leverage, that is 30% of capital. So what happens is most of the traders will be booking their profits once it has reached 10 rupees of profit. This is just an example, guys. So that's what I'm trying to explain. Once the stock is been booming, right, and at certain point this will be making a reversal part. So the most common thing like for a reversal, like as a beginners, lot of the people will be looking onto doji candles, like a hang like a inverter hammers and all. Definitely those indicators will be helping you a lot. But this is like a technique apart from that. So maybe some people are familiar about this technique, but still I just want to share it. So this is an example of IndusInd Bank. Okay, the technique which I'm using, right, that is bestly applicable for a trending market. Let's say if the market is going on a bullish trend, you can use it. Either the market is going on a bearish trend, still you can use it. So this thing is like what do you say? Mostly the particular strategy is always work on a trending market. So I'll be making videos on every separate contents, like what is the market condition, what how to understand the market and all. I'll be making different sections for that. But on this reversal trade, choose your stocks based on trending. So let me show you an example. So if you're doing on an intraday, what I personally use is I use is 5 minute time frame. So that is the time frame which I uses for intraday. So so let's say the stock is been dropping. So what happens, the stock is been dropping from this particular price, so 836 level. So you need to practice this stuff, like even if I'm saying this is the stuff, but still you have to do your own analysis and everything while before making a trade. But by practice you'll get to know better. So let's say the stock is been dropping from this particular part, and you can see that the stock has dropped all the way to something around this particular price, which is let's keep it to 19, right? Let's keep it as a 20. Just I'm just giving an example as a round figures, okay? So 36 and 20. So what is the price difference? So that is almost 16 rupees of profit, right? So 16 rupees of profit means someone has, like a lot of people has sold this particular stock, and everybody started booking their profits. Okay, that 16 rupees is like 2%, like I said in the like a few minutes back. So over here there is no particular pattern. Like if you go to monthly time frame analysis, definitely you will be making entry, but my point is to explain the reversal, right? Let's stick to the point. So let's say that someone has been selling this particular stock, and the stock has been dropping, and everybody started booking their profits, and the very next candle has to be a bullish candle. So as everybody knows that this candle indicates a bullish engulfing candle, which covers the red color candle, right? So let's keep those two things apart. My technique is so simple. Once, if the stock has been trending, the stock has been trending like this, it was going on a downward trend, and the very next candle has been formed. So my conditions are simple. If the candle formed, the reversal candle, which is a green color candle, if the candle has been formed, right, that candle has to cover at least 75 to 80 percentage of the previous candle. That is the first condition I used to look. Okay, so don't get into your trades like a rushingly. Just wait for the candle to close, and you'll be making the entry. So what I'll be doing in this situation, right, I'll be waiting for this particular candle to close at least 75 to 80%. So that particular condition has been achieved because you already way past it. That's the first thing. Second thing, even looking into the candle doesn't give you the whole entry. So the second condition, what we'll be looking at, the third condition. First condition has to be trending. Second condition has to be the candle has to cover at least 75 to 80%, and it has to close. And the third condition, what we'll be looking, what is the high price and low price of the candles. So so in this scenario, let me take this, let me draw a line. Okay, in this scenario what happens is the low price. I hope you guys can see it over here. It shows like O is open price, H is high price, L is low price, and C is close price. So let me show you guys. The high price of the candle is 826.90. So that is the high price, and the low price is 819. So this particular candle, it's like almost 8 rupees, right? So close to 8 rupees of size of the candle. So the third condition is, whenever the candle is, the reversal candle is forming, right, it has to be a size of at least 1%. Okay, so the candle size has to be at least 1%. If the candle size is 1%, right, then you will be making your entry at a pullback. Always make it, okay, on real time scenario. Let's take an example as a real time scenario. What you'll be doing, like you won't be able to if I'm saying that, okay, you make your entry over here, that's not possible, right? You never know what is a pullback. So let's keep it in between around so this is the candle. Let's say you made your entry over here at 25 level. So if you make your entry at 825 level, this was the entry part. Now what happens, you will be looking for a, now comes your stop loss and profit part. So stop loss has to be as obvious. So the pullback, what is the benefit of pullback is you will be able to reduce your stop loss part, but I'll be doing videos on pullbacks and all, do watch that. So you'll get to know, like these are like a combinations, right? So I just doesn't want to keep this video too lengthy, that's why I'm cutting the video into like a different parts. So getting to the point, so as you guys can see over here, obviously a stop loss has to be over here. Nothing you can do over here because 0.8% is the stop loss part. Because you can reduce this one once the stock gives you, once you're experienced, right? Okay, once you're watching the markets every time, you will be able to get a better entry. But in this scenario, the stop loss is 8.8%. But look into the profit part. Okay, sorry, this was in the short position, so it's a long position. So at 25, this is the level of entry. My stop loss would be over here, which would be 0.8% will be my stop loss part. So over here I can easily achieve a 1:2 risk reward ratio. So let me show that. So the time of entry over here is around let's say 11 o'clock or 11:05 now. So if you're looking into this particular thing, right, if you're keeping a trade for at least like, definitely you won't be able to book a profit at 2.5, because we never know what is the high price, right? So what happens, what is the better trade over here is, let me mark it for you. So this particular stock has been went 2.5% after our entry. So what I'll be doing is, once I have made my entry at 825, right, I'll be booking my profits on every 0.5%. So that is called trailing method. So 825 plus let me do a 4 rupees, so 29. So this will be my first level of booking profits. Now what happens is, I'll be just trailing my stop loss from here. Okay, I'll be, so once I start, I'll be booking half of my quantities, or 1 by 4th of the quantities I'll be booking over here. That is the safest way to do for beginners. Okay, so what I'll be doing, once I start booking my profits over here, I'll be just trailing my stop loss from 0.8% to cost to cost. So once after booking my profits, which is over here around 11:15 or 11:20, I just booked my profits. Now see over here, the stock never came to my entry point. Even though if it's coming to my entry point, what I'll be just stopped out of my trade, just with I'll be booking half of the quantity. Whatever I booked, rest of the quantities will be cost to cost, but end of the day I'll be still on profits. That's the technique. So this is the first level of booking my profit. Now my second level, so that which will be another 4 rupees. I'm taking round figures, guys, like a 0.5%. So 429 plus 4 rupees is 33. So this is my next level of booking my profits. Okay, this is my next level. Once you book your profits over here, now what you'll be doing, you'll be trailing this one again to this particular part. So now what happens, if the stock reverses again, you will be having your 0.5 percentage of profit for sure. That's another thing. Now let's get into the another part. So this is a maximum like line it has went 2.5. Now what happens is, I'll be booking my another 0.5%. It's all depends upon the people who wanna ride the train. Some people will be booking their, if someone is having 1,000 quantities, right? Some people will be booking their profits like a 250 quantities at was 1.5%. Another 250, 258.5, another 258.5. It all depends upon the trader, you know. So now let's get into another one. So 833 plus another 4 rupees is like 37. So this will be my next level of booking my profits, 37, which is over here. This is my next level of booking profits. Now so how much profit I took? 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, which is 1.5 percentage of profit I already booked it. Okay, now another 0.5. So now what happens, this trailing stop loss from here, from this particular point will be coming all the way to this point. Now let me book another 0.5 percentage, so which should be after booking my profits 37, it has to be 41. So which would be okay. I booked my profits at 41 level. It went to 45 level and it got reversed. So let's say that I got stopped out over here, which is almost 2% of profit. So this was like a pretty good trade. That's how you ride your whole trends to make your maximum profit. So this is one example. So let me show you another example of the same thing with the same conditions. But definitely do your analysis before making any kind of trades. So that's what I would suggest. Okay, okay, guys, just hold on. Okay, okay, let me switch it to 5 minutes again. Okay, that was the another trade. Let me show you. This was the trade which I explained it right now. So let me look for another reversal trade. Okay, so you guys are looking into this one, right? Okay, let me show you this. This one never break the low of the candle, so there is no entry on this particular point. Okay, so that's why I'm not getting into that. What is the price? 57.50. Okay. Um, okay, this candle didn't cover 80%. So 80 percentage coverage, if they look into the size of this candle, so in this candle it won't be like, look at the size of the candle. This is like a low price and high price is like 15 rupees. So almost like a 2% of size of the candle. So don't expect, if a candle which is one candle on a 5 minute time frame, it is coming like a 2%, then don't expect to cover until 80%. Look for a candle size of 1% of reversal. So definitely you have to look into the size of the candles before making the trade. Okay. Let me show you a good one. Okay, let me look into the size of this particular candle. Okay, 71 and 72 and 76. It's like almost 4 rupees. So just don't look into this. Okay, this is not a reversal. Okay, let me go into another stock like M&M or something. Okay, this is another example over here. Clear one. So this is the another example for M&M, same reversal strategy. So the stock has been booming, like really big candles. The people who started buying over here, they started booking their profits over here. So let's look into the size of the candle. Okay, guys. So in this one, this is the high price, which is 654.5. So this is the low price, 645. So as you can see on the top part, the high price is 654 and the low price is 645. So that's like a 10 rupees of the size of the candle is like 10 rupees, more than 1%. So in this scenario, what we'll be doing is the best option to make your trade for a safer traders. It will be making a short entry just below this particular candle. So once you make your entry just below this candle, and you have to keep your stop loss, like if the candle is too high, the usually what I does, right, I usually keep it just above this candle, but I won't risk my single trade nothing more than a 1%. It will be less than 1%. But once it gives you pullback, make your short entry over here. But in this scenario, it will be really hard to get your pullback. So let's go with this. If the risk reward is too much, just go with zero point 0.7. But most of the scenarios, it will be giving you like a high probability of getting your profits. So let's look into this trade. Okay, so I just want to make a sell entry over here, which was a reversal. As I said, the conditions I'm explaining again. The market has to be trending. The whenever the reversal candle appears, the particular candle has to at least cover 75 to 80% of the previous candle. And the third condition is the size of the candle. The reversal candle size has to be at least 1%, close to 1%, and make your trade just below this particular candles. Once it gives you a pullback, make your entry at pullbacks, because that gives you leverage to reduce your stop loss. That is the best thing. But if the selling pressure is too high, there won't be any kind of pullback. Like in this one is like a small pullback, like 45.5 and 46, like 1 rupees. Usually it gives a pullback of it gives you pullback at least of a 35 to 40 percentage of this candle. So usually it comes like over here until after that it just drops. So okay, let's get into the thing. So this will be the short entry which I will be making. And so yeah, keep your stop loss like less than 1%. I'll be let's keep it at zero point 0.7. But like definitely in this point I can show you anything, right? So I'm just understand the concept. So once you make your entry over here, you can look for your profits like anything more than 0.5%. So as I said on the previous part, book your profits at every 0.5%. So the possible way, right? Once you make your entry at 9:30, let's say in 1 hour, what it has given you the profit. So look into this. 1.6% of profit has given in a 1 hour of time. Like 1.6, let's keep it as 1.5. So 1.5 percentage of profit means that's almost 22 percentage of your daily return once you're using your leverages and trading it, right? So that would be it for the reversal part. So if I take this video further, it will be a long video. So watch out for my remaining videos. I'll be doing my videos on pullbacks and what is the difference between retracement reversal part. These kind of videos I'll be comparing and doing it. Then how to trade on the flaggish pattern, how to understand the market. That's the most important part. What how understanding the market is the most important part. Like define different conditions of market, which market you should trade and which market you should not trade, and position sizing techniques and trailing methods, how to how to keep your profits, even if you're losing consecutively 2 to 3 days, like you will be still on profits. So that kind of techniques I'll be doing my videos like gradually. And yeah, and I'll be posting whenever I'm making my trades, right? I'll be making video recorded, and these videos will be posted daily on my live trades with explaining the concept. But that video will be like a short video, like a 5 minute videos. It's kind of gonna be a fast one, because I can't be explaining the whole concept. It's going to be a lengthy video and boring to all of the people who's watching it. So the contents of the videos, whatever I'm bringing up the new contents, I'll be making another video like this to explain a single concept on a single video. So once you start watching my whole concept, then you will get to understand the what is the concept behind the trading. Watch the videos, and if you have any queries, just let me know. Reach out to our team. Our team will be happy to help you guys. And thank you for watching. See you on next video about rest of the topics.